Big thing that you need to tackle is figuring out how you can provide the highest quality of work to the companies that you are working with while working with a high volume of companies in order for you to maintain a steady workflow, right? So, here are my tips. As a field property adjuster, I think about what I look at frequently. I don't have a good memory, and I can tell you that I don't care how good your memory is, it's not good enough. Obviously, there's a problem because if there's your biggest struggle is differences in requirements per carrier, that's because you're not able to just somehow remember it in your head. And that's fine because I can't either. And I don't think anybody can. If they can remember that, they're just not working for as many companies as they should be. They don't have the steady workflow. Or if they're not working, maybe they're working for one company, but they got a steady flow. But if that company dries up and they start giving their claims to somebody else, you're caught with your pants down and you're dead in the water. You got $0 coming in. But by diversifying multiple streams, multiple companies that you're working with, it's a different story. So I think about what are the things that I look at the most because I want to know where I need to put my theoretical, metaphorical post it note. Okay. So I'm a field property guy. So I go out to a house, right? I got a clipboard. Okay. Well, can I put notes about each carrier on that clipboard? That's one way to do it. I could do that. But what I actually do, if you go over to adjusteruniversity.com, you may be able to find on there, I'm not even sure, something called the Field Adjusters Assessment Packet. Now, what that is, let's say I receive a claim through Xactimate, or I created an assignment inside of Xactimate. I use the template documents feature to open up a Word document. And when I open up that Word document, it populates a lot of key information about this particular assignment, the insured's name, their address, things like that. It automatically populates it up. It's a Word document that's specific to that independent adjusting company and that insurance carrier because they all may be different combinations. You could be working for the same insurance carrier with multiple different IA companies, right? So I'll have unique Word documents for each of those combinations. So if there is a field requirement, something that I need to know, remind myself of while I'm out there on the field, I make sure that I type that in to that template. I have a section that's just for that, just for things for me to remember when I'm out in the field. Maybe it's to hand the policyholder a survey. Maybe it's to do a field checklist of some sort. Maybe it's to take photographs of each directional elevation of the building, regardless of whether or not the claim is indoors or outdoors. That's where I put this. So I get my field work done. Now, what's the next thing that I most likely will encounter where I need to know the requirements per carrier? Those are the estimating guidelines. Those are the things that I need to know for the estimate. When to apply O&P, what trades not to apply O&P to, how to depreciate, things like that. So, how do I remember that? What can I put in place that's going to be in front of me every single time? What I do, I use my macro. So, every estimate that I write, I use the macro, the six-figure macro. It's inside of the Xactimate Gold Training Suite. But you can use whatever you want. You should use the six-figure macro because of the immense additional benefits behind it. But here's essentially what it is. It is a sample estimate inside of Xactimate. So when I have an assignment open, I go to copy from project and I dump in the sample estimate. Now, what this does, it gives me a grouping tree. It organizes my estimate based on exterior, interior, the different levels of the house, and it also has folders that have my line items already in there. So the folder has the line items for the dry rooms. It'll have my commonly used roofing items. It'll have my commonly used elevation. It'll have my commonly used living room, bedroom sort of line items, and it'll have my commonly used bathroom line items. But then underneath that, I'll create new folders, and those folders, the names of those folders are simply my notes. I'll put in there 75% maximum depreciation. I'll put on there what not to depreciate. I'll put on there what line items maybe I shouldn't use or something like that. I'll put those notes on there because now I'm looking at it. I'm creating a fail stop. I'm getting something in front of me at the specific time that I need it. And it's extremely important. It's actually shocking to see how many people, independent insurance adjusters, are careless to the fact that they should be adhering to all the differences different insurance companies have. Failing to do so does not do anybody a benefit, and it does not make the independent adjusting company that you're working with want to work with you anymore. Because if you fail to do that, they may complain. And if they complain, that is a point against that vendor, the independent insurance company, the independent adjusting company that you're working with. And if they get a complaint because of you, they need to make a business decision not to work with you anymore because you're terrible. So you are shooting yourself in the foot by not doing something to ensure that your estimates, your reports are of the highest quality, and they need to be in the highest quality in order for you to continue getting work. And in order for them to be in the highest quality, you need to follow the rules of the people that are paying you. And you can easily do that by leaving notes for yourself. The question is figuring out where, but I just told you where.